Are the Series X and PS5 the living funerals for disk drives?
Give him a fine farewell.
With digital media selling big, we are going to talk about the disk drive and the possibility that physical media, Blu-rays and 4K UHD discs specifically, could be facing their final curtain. Will we let this be the era of less stuff? Or will we rebel like teenage bad girls smoking in the boys' room?
You want something?
Although new tech frightens some of us, others of us are like 007's mentor, Kincaid, eternally fighting to preserve the old ways.
The old ways are the best.
If I recall my high school business class correctly, there are 5 types of technological adopters: innovators, early adopters, early majority, late majority, and laggards. The innovators, 2.5% of the adoptive population, are the types to have been downloading games as soon as 1981's Intellivision Play cable came out. With Mattel's streaming service, gamers could download games through a coaxial cable line. As the company's frontman, baseball legend Mickey Mantle iterated, innovator consumers paid $12 a month for a selection of 25 games and didn't care if they failed, as long as they were first to get this new tech. Mattel probably never imagined that although the actual monthly price for that same device hasn't changed much in 40 years, not adjusted for inflation, that their idea and business model has grown into a juggernaut of a thing, with an estimated $11.5 billion in revenue in November 2020. The innovators communicated their excitement to their followers and social circles, trying to convert the next tier in line, the early adopters, to get it. The early adopters, 11.5% of all adopters, are the folks whom once they know the new tech won't explode and will give them what they want, get it. You may have seen some of these gamers casually checking stock in department stores and ogling at the cartloads of Series X's the employees are swinging around on carts. This is, of course, after they've learned that those overheating videos of the Series X were just tricksters blowing vape smoke up our keisters. The early majority, 34% of adopters, take their time with new tech, but still like it and flirt with new ideas and products. These are the open-world gamers who will download Cyberpunk 2077 once the bugs are kinked out and they've read a certain number of positive reviews from the early adopters and innovators. The late majority, also 34% of adopters, will get a game or piece of tech as a reaction to the peer pressure they get from their friends, familia, and even the media. I don't know about you, but sometimes it feels like Keanu Reeves is going to come and punish me if I don't get Cyberpunk soon. And finally, the laggards, the 16% of adopters who hold on to their dough and hold on to what they know until they feel the landscape has changed so much that they need to run to keep up. This is the last person you knew to get a cell phone, the gamer whose first console was an innovator's 9th, or the gamer who just started playing online in 2021 because they've exhausted the experience of playing the CPU. Okay, why did it feel like we were just reviewing for an exam? Well, let's quiz ourselves. Where are we now with physical media? It's on the decline in terms of sales, and the big dogs are preparing for it. Samsung, the numero uno manufacturer of 4K Blu-ray disc drives, won't be making any more of them as of February 2019 due to declining sales. 5.6 million Blu-ray and Blu-ray 4K disc players were sold worldwide in 2016, 4.8 million in 2017, 4.2 million in 2018, and 3.1 million in 2019. So yeah, the writing is on the wall. Streaming is coming to dominate over physical media thanks to its convenience and accessibility. In households, there's less and less of getting up every 2 hours to change movies. And on the PS5, if you're switching from playing one digital game to another, when you use activity cards, you don't even have to jump back to the home screen and you can resume from a saved spot. And you can switch games even faster on the Series X as you can pause and switch to another digital game at a previously paused spot using the quick resume function. For the gamer of the day, less stuff around the home is more, as we want to travel lighter and be happier with less.
And you're gonna get some furniture when I get around to it.
Even though, in a digital way, we now have access to so much more. Sony and Microsoft are still making disk drives, but are offering less expensive all-digital alternatives for their consoles. So it looks like we're in a laggard phase with digital media. Many games, movies, and other media content are not even available on physical media. Like, let's say, for example, this video. The first media-free video game we were able to find was Space War, created in 1962 by MIT egghead Steve Steve Russell for the PDP-1. So since digital games have been around longer than some of your dads, should we accept that even collectors may have to let go of physical media? The eternal war of the old versus the new is forever fought in the now, and that war has left many pieces of physical media in its wake. Let us have a moment of silence for those pieces of physical media that have been swallowed up by the tsunami known as the future. The 8-track, the audio compact cassette tape, the Betamax, the VHS, floppy disks, the iPod, the HD DVD. Father Time is not kind to tech. We are told we want and deserve better at every screen, magazine ad, and innovator friend we encounter. And we believe it. And once we get a taste of it, it's hard to go backwards in lifestyle. Is there no hope for the preservers, the romantics, the rememberers of good times?
Memories are all we have.
That's what I've been saying.
In the story of physical media, there are inspiring resurrection stories. Vinyl has been coming back more than Arnold, even to the disbelief of those Bruce Willises out there that think it's been back enough. The CD and DVD, though past their glory days, are still kicking. Do Blu-ray discs have that kind of staying power? And if necessary, even return power? In my opinion, they will phase out slowly over the next 5 years, giving the late adopters and laggards the time to let go and even some time to mourn. The tech inside is good, as the PS5's 4K UHDs can support up to 100 gigabytes per disc. But games are growing and growing in magnitude. PS6 games should surpass 100 gigabytes per game on average easily. Vinyl, CDs, and DVDs are much cheaper to produce than Blu-rays. Pressing a two-sided vinyl lacquer costs an average of $400 for a master. And then 100 pressings go for about $2,000, or $20 per vinyl. CDs cost an average of $1,000 to master and 50 cents to duplicate, and DVDs $2,000 to master and $1.70 to replicate. To contrast, Blu-rays will run you $40,000 to master and $2 per unit to replicate. And numbers on manufacturing a 4K UHD Blu-ray are scarce, but you're probably looking at $60,000 plus for a master and well over $2 per disc on average. Unless innovators find ways to decrease these costs down the line, look for the Blu-ray and 4K UHD to be terminated. There will always be the die-hard holder-honors who will preserve and trade what Blu-rays and 4K UHDs they've collected. These historians will show off their collections and rare gems proudly to those passing through their museum-style living rooms and basements. And they will say that the quality on the digital copies doesn't match the Blu-ray and 4K UHD quality. And they're absolutely right, especially when it comes to movies. But this war looks like it will be won by a digital majority. Maybe they'll make a movie about this war someday. A digital-only release, of course. Since we all can't live like millionaires, we can at least game like them. And digital media allows us that luxury, that seemingly infinite choice. This is the future Mickey Mantle advertised to us in 1981 with Intellivision's digital gaming.
Only a millionaire'd want to play any other way.
What do you think about the future of Blu-ray discs and physical media? Is it the end, or is there still more time? Are you watching this in 2026? If so, were we right? Let us know in the comments, and like and subscribe for more from the gamer. Happy 2021!